Hello students, once again, thank you sa mga nag-avail ng tutorial. Again, this is a member-only lecture videos no, sa YouTube page natin. So anyway, let's try to continue. Yung sa reinforced concrete, we have problem 9. So a reinforced concrete beam daw with width 380. So lagyan natin dito. With 380 and 520 mm deep. So I assume itong deep na to is the total height. So maybe kailangan pa natin i-subtract yung concrete cover. And then, must resist a service live load. Wait, check ko muna. Must resist a service live load moment of 150. So, paano ba to? Must resist a service live load moment. So, ML siguro. Gawin natin ML. So, that's 150 kilonewton. And the service dead load. So, MD. It's actually 250. Okay. And tapos FC prime is 21, FY is 415, cover of concrete, so concrete cover is 65, and then fee is 0.9. So notice, since binigay na ang fee is 0.9, so ito yung gagamitin natin na. Yeah. So question number 1, compute the force of compression steel reinforcement. So although hindi sinabi dito na doubly reinforced ang beam, since binigay naman sa tanong agad, no, compute the force of compression steel, so we can assume no, that this is actually doubly reinforced. However, in the first place, you need, pag kayo nag-answer nito, if ever hindi nyo alam, dapat alam nyo kung ano yung gagawin if ever if this is singly or doubly reinforced beam. So anyway, ang gagawin natin to check no if this is singly or doubly reinforced beam, let's try to assume muna na this is singly reinforced beam, and then let's try to calculate the moment capacity of the beam since we already given, or yung not moment capacity but yung raw pala no na magagamit natin. Let's try to design the beam. Design pala to, no? Hindi to analysis. So let's try to design the beam daw as if this is a singly reinforced beam. Sige. So first, kunin muna natin yung total design load. So that's MU. It's actually equal to 1.2. Again, that's M dead load plus 1.6 times M live load. So we have a total load na 540 to be carried by our steel. Next, alam natin MU, since this is a singly reinforced beam, pwede na tayong gumamit, designer, pwede tayong gumamit yung MU is equal to phi FC prime BD squared, di ba? Index 1 minus 0.59 index. So phi times FC prime times index, sorry, phi FC prime, M is phi FC prime BD squared plus B times D squared times, please memorize this formula or equation for singly reinforced beam if mag-design kayo. BD squared index times 1 minus 0.59 index. Yeah. Okay? So notice, sa whole equation na to, the only unknown is the index. Sige? So, check natin. So, oops. So, ang MU, gawin natin, yung units ba, gawin natin same. So, magiging MU, that's times 10 to the 6. Since ang unit natin dito is kilonewton meter, gawin natin newton millimeter. So, meron tayong phi, meron tayong FC prime, ang B meron. Ang D, actually, wala pa tayong depth, no? But, you can easily solve the depth, no? You can easily solve the effective depth by subtracting H with the cover. Yan. So, direct sub lang, let's try to solve for the the tension reinforcement index. So, again, this is a quadratic equation. So, expect two values of the index. Now, you have your calculator. Pwede kayong gumamit ito. Tingnan nyo. MU is equals, ayan, 540 times 10 to the 6 is equal to P is 0.9, FC prime is 21. Ang B is 380. Ang D is, ano ba yung depth natin? 455. Tapos times index times 1 minus 0.59 index. Now be careful kasi pag nag-shift solve kayo, there is a chance lang ibibigay na sagot ng calculator is yung isa. Dalawa kasi yan. Meron tayong 0.52. For example, tingnan nyo, ang lalabas dito, hindi ko alam kung yung isa ba. Okay. So, how about 1? Yan. So, there is a chance na ang lalabas is 1.16. Careful kayo kasi walang tension reinforcement index na greater than 1. So, obviously, hindi ito yung sagot. So, this is a quadratic equation. So, there are cases na dalawa yung roots. So, always choose the smaller root pag ang hinahanap niyo is yung tension reinforcement index. So, to get the smaller root, you can actually just shift solve and then set the value of x equal to 0 sa calculus ninyo. Yan. Pag nakuha nyo na, you have now your index. Okay? So, anyway, I'll write this down as my index. Yan. Okay? So, after meron tayong index, we can now solve for row. Diba? So, ang row natin, ang equation ng row is simply equal to index multiplied by, again, row is smaller than index. So, we'll multiply this one with fc prime over fy. Please take note that the formulas here, you need to memorize yung mga formulas na nandito. So, notice our row is 0.027. Now, before we will proceed, let's try to check if pasok ba yung row sa row minimum at saka sa row max. Now, the equation for row minimum, since maliit lang yung fc prime natin, pwedeng diretsyo na 1.4 over fy. So, that's 0.003. It means pasok tayo sa row minimum kasi yung row natin mas malaki sa row minimum. Now, let's try to check kung pasok tayo sa row maximum. Now, the row equation for row maximum is 0.85 times fc prime times beta 1. Ano ba? 0.85 beta 1 times over fy. And then multiply natin sa 3 over 8. Again, please memorize this na. Ito yung bagong equation ng row max. Okay? However, if ang problem, binigyan kayo, pag sinabi sa problem na use row max na 0.75 row balance, then please use that one. However, pag hindi, ito yung by default, ito yung bagong equation ng row max. Okay? Ay, wala pala tayong beta 1. Again, beta 1 is dependent sa value ng fc prime. Since our fc prime is less than 28, 29, so we will use beta 1 equal to 0.85. So yan, meron tayong row max. Take note, ang row max here is actually less than row. So therefore, we cannot actually proceed with row equal to 0.027 kasi hindi pwedeng lalagpas tayo sa row max. Therefore, we need to design it as doubly reinforced. Okay, so I hope okay tayo ha. Design as doubly. Ano ba yung spelling ng doubly? Since row max or since row is greater than row max, which is hindi pwede. Dapat yan ha. Sige. So let's start to design this one as a doubly reinforced beam. So designing this one as a doubly reinforced beam, what you need to do first is actually to get the moment. Dalawa, pag doubly reinforced beam kasi, dalawa yung moment. May moment na ikakari due to the maximum steel ratio. And then may moment din na ikakari due to the excess. Okay? Meron tayong M1, meron tayong M2. I mean, meron tayong MN1, meron tayong MN2. Parang ganon. Okay? So anyway, let's try to solve first for what is MN. So, ang MN, okay, or ang MU1, MN1, kung ano yung tawag nyo doon. So, basically, ito yung moment that can be carried assuming you can use the maximum steel ratio. Okay, so ang equation ng MN1 or MU1, simple lang. Sige, MU1 na lang. So, ang equation ng MU1 is equal to phi. Actually, ito pa din. Itong equation na to, ito, same lang to sa equation kanina. Kaso nga lang, ang F, instead of using index, okay, instead of using itong index na to, hindi na ito yung gagamitin natin na index. Kumbaga, ang gagamitin natin na index is actually the maximum index din. Kasi we'll be using the maximum steel ratio. So, this will be index max, parang ganun. Okay? So, check natin. So, una natin yung maximum index muna. So, the maximum tension reinforcement index will be equal to the, ito din, asa na yung equation natin, sorry. Itong row max, again, index is larger than row, so we need to multiply this one with fy over fc prime. Please be careful with your equations, baka kasi magkabaliktad. So ito yung index na gagamitin natin. Now, using this index, we can get our MU1. So yan yung MU1 natin. So by the way, divide mo na to by 10 to the power of 6. Yan yung MU1 natin. Notice, ang MU1 is not enough, no? Kasi we need to carry 540. Notice, using the maximum steel ratio, assuming a singly reinforced beam, we can only carry 338, which is why kailangan talaga natin ng doubly reinforced beam. So, ito yung first na moment. So, ang second moment natin, which is yung MU2, simple lang. I-subtract lang natin yung MU na nakuha natin kanina, which is yung 540, subtract natin sa MU1. Yan. So, meaning, ito, this 338 will be carried, no? This 338 will be carried by the first or yung maximum steel area natin, Romax, and then ito namang dalawa, itong MU2, this will be carried by the compression bar na. Okay? So, I hope okay tayo dito, ha? So, with that, check natin. Yan. So, after getting the MU2, dalawa kasi yung moment dyan. Open ko muna yung slides ko. Ayan. By the way, itong video na to, this is to explain the solution of the problem. If you want a more in-depth explanation on how beams reinforced for tension and compression works, actually meron tayong separate video. Same pa din, member-only YouTube video. Hanapin nyo lang, I think nasa RC na playlist. Ibang playlist, hindi sa CC2. So check nyo lang, nandyan pa din sa YouTube channel natin. So again, ito yung first moment kanina. Ito yung MU1, ito naman yung MU2. Now for MU2, actually, madali lang kasi ang MN, simple ang M2, notice, M2 is just equal to C2D. Ito yung equation ng M2. That is C2D minus D prime, wherein D prime is actually ito yung covering of the compression steel. Anyway, sa problem, I believe sinabi naman yung D prime agad. I think yung cover is the same thing yung effective cover of concrete is 65. So this is for both tension and compression. Okay? Sige, so diretso tayo. So MU2 is actually equal to C, or actually meron pa tayong phi. Kailangan niya ng phi. Kasi MU kasi yan. That's phi times MN 2, or that is actually C times D, so D minus D prime. But be careful ha, itong C na to, this is actually, tawagin natin yung C2. Bakit C2? Kasi dalawa kasi yung C, pag doubly reinforced, dalawa yung C. Ang first na C, or yung C1, is due to the concrete. Okay, dito ba? Sandali. Yan. Ito yung first C or C1, this is actually due to the concrete. Ang C2 is actually due to the due to the compression bars. Okay? So, tayo dito. Yan. So, again, if I'll try to expand this one, ang phi, meron tayo 0.9. Ang C2 is actually due to the compression bar. So, madali lang. Ang equation yan, that's actually AS. Yan. AS prime times, AS prime times Fs prime. However, ito yung medyo problemado tayo kasi, sir, bakit AS prime, Fs prime? By the way, basta may prime, it means for compression. This is the area of the compression bars. This is the actual stress of the compression bars. Now, hindi kasi natin alam kung nag-yield ba ang compression bars or hindi, which is why we cannot actually directly use this one to solve for AS prime. Okay? So, ang gagawin natin, instead of this one, instead of C2, we will actually use, same lang yan. Yan, pwede din tayong gumamit ng T2. Now, ang T2, walang problema, kasi sa T2, this will be AS2, and then FS2. Actually, itong FS2, this is also FY. Okay, balik tayo dito sa figure natin. Yan. Okay, ito niyo, AS2, FY. Basta doubly reinforced, guys, this will always be FY. Ito nga lang sa itaas, hindi natin alam kung nag-yield ba. But this will be FY, ha? So, this is AS2, FY. Ito, fixed ang equation dito. Hindi tayo pwede gumamit kanina sa C2 kasi nga hindi natin alam kung ano yung Fs prime. But dito, alam kasi natin na FY to lagi, itong T2 na to, sa baba. Okay? So, again, you might be wondering, sir, bakit pwedeng palitan yung C2 sa T2? Again, C2 is equal to T2, ha? C2 is equal to T2, equilibrium ba? To the left equals to the right. So, pwede, tingnan nyo, ito. Yan, nasa notes ko. Nilagay ko dyan. Okay? Sige, so, balik tayo. Yan. So, instead of, I think okay na to dito, no? So, notice, lahat ng to given except for AS2. Diba? MU2, nasolve na natin. P, nasolve na, given sa problem. AS2, wala. Fy given. D is given. By the way, D prime is hindi given. But, actually, itong D prime is equal to the cover. Okay? Kasi hindi, automatic, we can assume na effective cover kasi is 65 daw. Okay? So, I hope okay tayo dyan. So, diretso na. Okay, so diretso na. Solve for AS. Pwede natin i-solve ang AS2. By the way, we need to convert MU2 para same sila ng units. Gawin natin 10 to the power 6. Yan. So again, you can use your calculator ha, since ang unknown dito is yung AS2 lang. I'll just use the software. Solve AS2. Yan. So masasolve ko ng AS2 is equal to AS2 is equal to 1383. Okay, by the way, ano ba yung tanong sa problem? Compute the force of the compression steel reinforcement. Okay. So, ang force of the compression steel reinforcement, so that is actually ito. Yung hinahanap natin, the force of the compression steel, ang hinahanap natin actually is yung C2. So, how do we solve for C2? Actually, sinabi ko kanina na C2 is equal to T2. So, kung masolve natin ang T2, masolve din natin ang C2. But we already have T2, di ba? T2 is AS. Ano yan? Sorry. T2 is equal to AS2 Fy. So, since meron tayong T2, then meron din tayong C2. Okay? I-divide ko lang to ng 1,000 para maging, kilonewton. Okay, so I hope okay tayo dito ha. Yan. So, yan yung C2 natin. So, expect no, ang T2 natin, same din. Yan din. Okay? So, yan yung first problem natin for number 1. For number 2, determine the number of 20 mm diameter compression steel. So, ito yung problem kasi hindi natin alam, tingnan nyo, hindi natin alam kung ano yung, ang compression steel kasi is AS2. So, AS prime. Hindi natin alam kung ano yung AS prime. However, alam natin to, itong equation to. We can use this equation, C2 equals T2, to solve for AS prime. So, pwede natin palitan to. Ito, pwede natin gawing pwede natin gawin itong AS prime times FS prime multiplied by AS2 times Fy. Okay? So, I hope okay tayo dito. Atin yung AS prime times FS prime is equal to AS2 times Fy. Okay? So, I hope okay tayo dyan. Pero sir, if ang unknown is ang AS prime, paano natin masosolve na wala tayong FS prime? Actually, di ba meron tayong equation ng FS? Fs is 600 D minus C over C. Actually, meron din tayong equation ng Fs prime. So, ang equation ng Fs prime, Fs prime, same pa din 600, but that is Fs prime 600 C minus D prime over C. Tama? I think yan. So, that's 600 C minus D prime over C. Okay? Anyway, check na natin. Okay, so check natin. 600 C minus D. I think okay to. Diretso na to, no? Ano ba yung value ng Fs prime? Okay. Anong ulit yung D prime? Wala tayong D prime na nakalagay. D prime is equal to. Na-declare ko na yung D prime. Sandali, baka may mali lang sa variable ko. 600. Oh, wala pala tayong C. So, how do we solve for C? Ang dami nating tanong, no? Kanina wala tayong, paano ba tayo solve yung C? So, to solve for C, pwede tayong gumamit ng yung original na equation, yung C1 equal to T1. Parang ganon. Or, actually, pwede din ito. So, I think ito na lang, no? Mas maganda pag ito yung ginamit natin. So, saan galing yung C1 equal to T1? Again, balik tayo dito sa figure natin. Ito yan, ha? Yan ang C1 equal to T1. Again, for a detailed explanation para dito, please refer to the lecture video talaga. Kasali ito sa playlist natin. But I think sa ibang playlist, reinforced concrete pa rin. I-double check nyo na lang. Sige. So, ang C1 is 0.85 Fc prime A times B equal to AS1 times, AS1 times Fy. By the way, automatic Fy ha. No need to check. Basta to be reinforced. Tension steel will be Fy. Sige. So, let's try to solve for A. I think pwede natin i-solve ang A. Solve for A. So, nakuha natin. Uy, wala pala tayong AS1. Now, you might be wondering, sir, ano yung AS1? AS1 is actually the area of the steel using the maximum steel ratio. Ito ba? Kasi itong first moment kasi, yan. Itong AS1 kasi this is actually caused by or ito kasi yung moment that can be carried by the beam, assuming that it can carry the maximum steel ratio. So meaning, it can carry the maximum moment for a singly reversed beam. Meaning, we can maximize the steel ratio. Kaya ang AS1 dito is equal to the rho max times PD. So, declare ko muna yung AS1. AS1 is actually equal to rho max. Asan na yung rho max natin? Rho max times B times D. So, yan. So, meron tayong AS1. Therefore, we have A equal to 145.03. Ay, sorry, hindi nyo pala nakikita yan. So, therefore, we have A equal to 145.03. So, sinolve ko muna yung AS1. After that, nasolve ko ang A. So, after solving for A, we can now solve for C. So, C, very easily, you can have C equal to A over beta 1. Again, ano ba yung MC prime natin? MC prime is 21, so beta 1 is automatic, no? Beta 1 is actually equal to dito ko na ilalagay. 0.85. Okay? Uy, na-declare ko na pala yung value ng beta 1 kanina. 0.85. So, meron tayong value ng C. C is 170. From C, pwede natin i-solve yung Fs prime. Okay? So, let's try to solve down Fs prime. So, solving for Fs prime, we have 371.429. So, buti na lang talaga, no? Sinolve natin yung Fs prime. Kasi, baka kasi gamitin yung Fy. Notice, ang Fs prime natin is 371. Ang Fy is only 415. So, hindi tayo umabot sa Fy. Okay? Meaning, the compression steel does not yield. So, ito yung equation na gagamitin natin. So, that will be AS prime, Fs prime equals AS to Fy. Notice, meron tayong Fs prime, meron tayong AS2. Tama ba? Meron tayong AS2, di ba? Tama, meron tayong AS2. Ito. Meron din tayong Fy. So, the only unknown here is actually ang AS prime. So, pwede natin i-solve ang AS prime. Solve AS prime. Okay, so yan. Once meron ka ng AS prime, yan. Once meron ka ng AS prime, alam mo na paano, alam mo na kung ano yung number of bars. So, ang tanong sa problem, ilan, ano yan? Compute the number of 20 mm compression steel. So, divide lang natin. N20 for compression, gawin natin N20C is equal to AS prime divided by area of every 20 mm diameter bar. So, that's pi over 4 times 20 squared. So, that's 4.9. So, gawin natin 5. Okay? So, that will be equal to 5. Okay, so that's 5 bars. Okay, so I hope okay tayo dyan. Next problem, we have compute the number of 25 mm tension steel. So, for tension steel, walang problema. Ang total steel area, yan. Ang total steel area is simply equal to AS1 plus AS2. Actually, nasolve na natin kanina ang AS1 and AS2. Ano nga ulit yung AS1? Yan. AS1 is actually from rho max, and AS2, you can actually solve AS2 by solving the necessary steel for the second moment. So meaning, ano ba to? 25, no? Tama. So for tension bars, that's N25 tension, that will be equal to, again, total area ng steel bars. For tension, that's AS1 plus AS2 divided by the area of a singular 25 mm diameter bar. So, kopyahin ko lang to. Ay, sorry. Yan. So, that's 7.6. So, anyway, gawin na lang natin 8. Again, always round up yan, ha? So, yan. Okay? So, again, if ever medyo mahirap do not hesitate to comment or meron ako na skip. If you have any if you have any questions, clarifications, or even corrections, please do not hesitate to comment. So, ayok na intindihan nyo. Medyo mahirap na to, no? Kasi umabot na tayo sa mga doubly reinforced problems. So, tandaan nyo lang pag ganitong klaseng problem, huwag dumiretso, no? Huwag mag-assume agad na compression steel yields. Always yan, ang tension steel mag-yield, but ang compression, hindi natin alam, no? Pwedeng mag-yield, pwede din hindi. Sige, so maraming salamat sa panonood.